You've learned about term, whole, and universal life. Now comes the $1 million question, literally. How much life insurance do you actually need? Let's do the math together. First, the simplest method is to multiply your annual income by 10. That's the easiest. If you earn 60,000 a year, that's 600,000 in coverage. It's a starting point, simple, basic. But it doesn't account for your specific situation. A better method is called the DIME formula. It looks at four things. D is debt, so credit card, loans, and car payments. I is income. How many years of replacement income do you require? M will be mortgage. So what's left on your home? E is education. So the cost for any children that has to be educated within that 10-year period. Let's say you earn $50,000 and you want 10 years of income replacement. So that's $50,000, right? You have $10,000 in debt and $200,000 left on your mortgage. Your child education is estimated at $40,000. So add it up. $500,000 for 10 years plus $10,000 in debt, $200,000 for mortgage, and $40,000 for education. That's $750,000 in coverage. For a truly complete picture, use another method called the needs approach, which takes into account your financial expenses, which is funeral, medical, which is around $10,000 to $15,000. Emergency fund for your family, so whatever you think that might be. Childcare costs if you're a stay-at-home parent, so what it would cost to have someone look after your children. The age of your children and how long they would need to be looked after, so how long they need support for. And then there are college and university costs within that tenure. A good worksheet will cover debt, mortgage, car loan, credit cards, just to summarize, and student loan. It would include protection, income replacement, education, childcare, and dependent care, and any loose ends like funeral costs, medical bills, transitional rent, and any legacy you want to leave behind, like savings funds, charitable gifts, cash for loved ones. Now subtract any life insurance policy you already have from that. So a group insurance, when you're employed, you're eligible for 1 to 2 times your salary. So 2 times your salary is 100,000. Let's put it together. You would need a total of $750,000 minus any coverage. The group and policy 100,000. So the net gap is $650,000 is what you would need to buy. Here's what I want you to know. There's no magic number. Your coverage should reflect your life, your income, your debts, and your family's future. So a 35-year-old with young kids might need $1 million, for sure. A single person with no dependents might only need enough for final expenses. But what you should really consider is, or what you should take away today is to start where you are with what you can afford. You can't buy something you can't afford. If you're young and healthy, even a small policy now locks in the rates that could cost you much later. So the younger you are, the lower the rates. Your health today is your biggest asset. Use it. Look at whole life for a lifetime at the lower rate, protection that builds cash values, or consider a term policy with longer renewal options like term to 100, which works out like a life insurance, like a whole life. Except without the cash value. There are organizations that offers this. It guarantees coverage for life with level premiums. If you're older and have medical condition, don't assume you can't get coverage. There are smaller policies available with no medical underwriting. These are often called guaranteed to issue or simplified issue policies. They won't give you $1 million, but you can cover your funeral costs, outstanding debts, and take the burden of your loved ones. And that's what it's all about. in the end is to take the burden off your loved one. A small policy is better than no policy, and a policy today is better than waiting until tomorrow, whether it's $10,000 or $1 million. The best life insurance is the one you actually have. So here's your homeworks. Start where you are. Get what you can afford. But get something if leaving your loved one behind and protecting them is what your main goal is. What's one step you'll take this week? Comment below. Start where you are. Protect what matters. At Easy Policy Talk.